No, for real, I'm having fun. I can talk all day with you right now. But seriously, guys, I'm so happy to catch up with Carmen Costa for a second. You know, we're here at the One Day Comic Show in South Jersey, and this is just an awesome time. One more time, I guess, where can they follow you at?
So you can follow me on Instagram, 2 different places. My personal account where I post more like writing stuff, music stuff. It's just at carmen.costa.writes on Instagram. And then my other Instagram account for the publishing company is at harpoon_.
Right, I had to follow them all, guys.
Man.
So you're the writer
Yes.
of this book, Proctor.
Yes, I am.
One more time, tell us a little bit maybe about the series, like synopsis.
Yeah, so in this story specifically, mom's a famous witch, dad's a famous demon hunter who passed away when she is just a child. She currently in the story is a 27-year-old with an art history degree. She can't find a job, doesn't want to move back in with mom, so she starts hunting monsters to make ends meet, and calamity ensues because she's not very good at it. One of the inspirations behind the story was I was just tired of seeing a demon hunter or a slayer that was very good at what they did. This character traditionally is always a chosen one of some kind. They make a deal with the devil. There's something going on, and this kind of tackles the story from a different perspective. She's just very average, you know, and I think there's something heroic about being average. So that's what I really wanted to explore. She's angsty. Got a little bit of a drinking issue that sort of will eventually get resolved, but I'll save that for later.
What were your inspirations? So for me, I'm feeling, I don't want to say the main one, I'm going to leave it for you, but, you know, I'm thinking Stranger Things and Goonies, and
Ooh.
What about you?
Dude, all right, so I'll just pull this up. So from like a film perspective, when I'm thinking like, you know, Monster Hunter, Demon Slayer, Gerardo Gambone did this variant cover. This is literally the last one for issue number 3. But for people who don't know, this is a cover swipe of Empire Records. And like the 90s grunge sort of element of the culture that I grew up in very much so echoed that. So I wanted that to sort of carry throughout. I grew up in like the punk rock.
Oh yeah, I follow this guy on online. You get a lot of that inspiration.
It's pretty much like I wanted to make sure I paid homage to that. A little bit of like The Catcher in the Rye in there, where she's kind of like an alt counterculture kind of angsty character. I wanted to make sure that carried through too.
Let's take it back to the past. So what inspired you as a kid?
Dude, so I was always writing.
Really?
But always writing. But the comic thing, so my brother and I, we did not have money growing up. So anytime my brother and I brought up buying a comic book, we lived 2 blocks from a library. So my mom would basically say, like, I'm not giving you $2 for a comic. You can walk 2 blocks and go to the library and read something if you want to read there. So I had a cousin who grew up in Northeast Philly. He would bring comics, and we'd have like hand-me-down comics. The first comic that caught my eye was Wolverine 66.
Wolverine.
Yeah, and then after that, I only had comics if they were like left over. Started reading a little bit in high school, but I really didn't fall back in love with it until I moved to a different town in South Jersey, Glassboro, right on Rowan University campus, and there's a comic book store there. So I essentially would go there and get like all the required reading trade paperbacks. And my buddy introduced me to Jonathan Hickman's East of West, and that pretty much like changed everything.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Jonathan Hickman. What else did he make famously?
He's done his House of X, Powers of X stuff.
Oh, yeah,
that new X-Men run's very good. Black Monday Murders. Right now he's on Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I heard. Yeah. And one thing I'll point out real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this is one of my favorite upcoming artists, Ben Harvey from Philly, and they did a variant cover for issue 3.
Yeah, yep.
So that's actually I was a part of the Kickstarter for this one, guys. Yeah. So guys, I was a Kickstarter backer for issue 3, and now they have another Kickstarter on the way. So I'll be a part of that one.
Yeah, man.
So guys, this is actually a new comic book project. Like I joined in on this Kickstarter a year ago.
Yeah.
So if I joined in a year ago, this is actually a new project. So how long have you been involved in this?
So this issue 1 dropped 16 months ago.
Less than 2 years, guys. A little more than a year.
And in less than 2 years, we've sold 1,000 copies, almost 1,000 copies. We're not there yet. I think we're at like 960-ish copies of issue 1. We've done 35,000 in sales in just 16 months. We're really trying to attack this. I'm very fortunate that I have an awesome team. Riccardo Cecchi on pencils and inks, Marcos Martins on colors, and Andrew Thomas on letters.
Awesome, awesome. So the Kickstarter, what is your goal for the Kickstarter?
So because it's the trade paperback and I wanted to do something just kind of a little different, I set the funding goal super low to 666. So I just wanted to see kind of what that would do. So right now we've kind of blown past our funding goal. We're almost at 3,500 last I checked. Once we get to 3,500, it will unlock the next stretch goal. So, you know, if you guys could help push us past 3,500, it'll give everybody
So where are you at now?
3340 last I checked.
Right. And you got one more with me, guys. So let me ask you something else. So what I ask everybody, what is anime?
What is anime?
As I ask everybody.
What is anime? I guess I'm probably gonna ruin this explanation. Anime is Eastern Asian influenced cartoons.
Perfect. That I would consider that 100% definition.
Maybe.
But can you name one?
So
anything.
My favorite, Ninja Scroll.
Okay, Ninja Scroll. Let's go, guys.
Ninja Scroll was introduced to me in high school. See, best movie ever.
Ninja Scroll.
Dude, Ninja Scroll changed everything for me. Recently rewatched Akira.
Yeah, that's mine. That's my pick.
I was fulfilling.
I did a review of that.
I forgot how good some of the character movements in that movie are. So, but Ninja Scroll's number 1 for me. Yep.
So, can you name something that's not anime?
Something that's not anime, Mickey Mouse.
And why is it not anime?
Because it's not Asian influenced Eastern cartoon.
There you go, guys. There's no wrong answers. There's no wrong answers.
Don't kill me. Yes.
Oh my gosh, so seriously, Carmen Costa, Harpoon Creative Industries. Guys, check out Proctor because I'm a supporter, I'm a fan. This was me, Gocarlo. We out.